Good morning, beloveds. I'm running late today. And I could tell you all of the reasons why, but it's not important. So let's go with, it is June 26th. Our title is I Forgive. Our first quote is, "And be ye kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another." And that is Ephesians 4:32. The second quote is, "How often we condemn when we should forgive, how often censure when we might praise." Science of Mind, page 438. When we willingly reach out in understanding to someone who we believe has wronged us, we begin to feel a genuine sense of forgiveness towards that person. As difficult as it may be, if we bless the person and affirm that wisdom and justice are coming out of a particular situation, we will more easily be rid of feelings of guilt, which so often accompany our negative reactions to life. Psychologically, guilt is often considered the most damaging of all clinical symptoms, because it leaves us with a feeling of being undeserving. But we can avoid this feeling if we want to. Using the power of choice we have been given, we can choose to forgive ourselves rather than to remain in the state of unforgiveness and hence guilt. Choosing to forgive can be compared to a key that unlocks the doorway to abundant living, bringing us spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Inner peace, happiness, and joy then flow forth, imbuing us with a sense of that everything is in divine order. Today, I free myself from all past mistakes and errors in judgment by practicing the art of forgiveness. Willingly and lovingly, I forgive myself. From this day forward, I make my demands on life and not on other people. I know that I am a channel through which the infinite seeks to express openly and lovingly, and for this I do give thanks. And then that is by E.H.I. And that is Elaine Hibbard. Okay. I'm going to have to do a lot of forgiveness work soon. I am, because I'm angry. I'm really angry right now. And the interesting thing about what I am angry about is it brings out a really ugly side of my personality. I am not, I am a spiritual being having a human experience. No question. But I have seen a really ugly part of my personality lately, and I'm not happy about it. But the interesting thing about that really ugly side of my personality is I'm also not willing to get rid of it. It has a place. It has a purpose. It has a point. And it is, that really ugly side of my personality is to inform me that I believe that I and my sisters are being mistreated. That we are not being taken as the fully adult human beings that we are. And that really ugly part of my personality is saying, hey, what's going on is wrong. And more to the point, that really ugly part of my personality is informing me that this isn't the end. It's the beginning. And it needs to stop now. So, I am going to forgive myself for having that really ugly part to my personality. I am going to acknowledge that really ugly part to my personality and say, I understand your rage. I understand your pain. I understand your fear. I know what it is coming from. And I'm going to tell that really ugly part of my personality that I am listening and I'm doing something about it. That all of this rage and fear and pain is not going to go unexpressed, but that we are going to do it in a healthy and useful manner, because that is the power of anger. The power of pain, the power of fear is that if we use it and express it purposefully, powerfully, usefully, it can change the world. So that is where I'm at. And that is what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, I have this really awful side of my personality that I know about. And most of the time, you know, it sits back there and it's like, okay, and it watches what's going on. And right now it has come forward and it has said, this is wrong. And this will not stand. And we will not stand for it. So, that I think is the power of forgiveness. That is the power of forgiveness. Because there are parts of you that you don't like. But those parts of you that you don't like have a purpose and can be useful. So it is up to you to acknowledge them, to listen to them, to forgive yourself for needing them, and to allow them to inform you of what you already know, but may not be willing to acknowledge. So, I forgive. And be ye kind to one another, tender-hearted and forgiving one another. Ephesians 4:32. And here's what I'm going to tell you. If you have been wronged, forgive. But that does not mean you have to put yourself back into the reach of the person or people who have harmed you. All right? Please. And sometimes in situations like that, you forgive yourself for putting yourself in their reach in the first place. And then you move forward. All right. How often we condemn when we should forgive. How often censure when we might praise. That's the Science of Mind 438. And that is one of the things that I will say that I don't like right now is because, what they're trying to criminalize. Forgiveness would go a lot further than trying to criminalize. It might actually reduce, but you know, hey. When we willingly reach out in understanding to someone who we believe has wronged us, we begin to feel a genuine sense of forgiveness towards that person. I'm going to let that phrase lie. I'm not there yet. As difficult as it may be, we may bless the person. If we bless the person and affirm that wisdom and justice are coming out of a particular situation, which, okay, I'm willing to do that. I'm absolutely willing to do that. I'm willing to bless and affirm that wisdom and justice are coming. Okay? Yeah. Because sometimes that's the only way I can get through this. We will more easily be rid of the feeling of guilt, which so often accompany our negative reactions to life. But I will do the old Southern thing of, may the Lord bless you and keep you far away from me. and it is a useful tool. It is a useful tool in forgiveness work. You do not have to put yourself back into the reach of someone who has harmed you. All right. Psychologically, guilt is often considered the most damaging of all clinical symptoms because it leaves us with a feeling of being undeserving. And that right there absolutely explains a whole lot of the problems with our criminal system, our criminal justice system. Because we seek to induce guilt instead of understanding. And guilt is damaging, whereas understanding can provide resources so that it doesn't happen again. Which is why I'm telling you about the ugly side of my personality and reminding you, hey, that ugly side of my personality that I have needs understanding, not condemnation. But we can avoid this feeling if we want to. Using the power of choice that we have been given, we can choose to forgive ourselves rather than to remain in a state of unforgiveness, hence guilt. We can choose to forgive ourselves. And really honestly, all forgiveness work comes back to that. Yes, it's nice to forgive other people, but where we start in forgiveness work is forgiving ourselves. And sometimes it is about forgiving ourselves for putting ourselves in the situation in the first place. So, and then we go from there. Choosing to forgive can be compared to a key that unlocks the doorway to abundant living, bringing us spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Inner peace, happiness, and joy then flow forth, imbuing us with a sense that everything is in divine order. Forgiveness work is hugely important. It is hugely important. And so, that being said, then with forgiveness work, the place to start is with you. So, Elaine has written this beautiful little treatment. Today, I free myself from all past mistakes and errors in judgment by practicing the art of forgiveness. Willingly and lovingly, I forgive myself. From this day forward, I make my demands on life and not on other people. I know that I am a channel through which the infinite seeks to express openly and lovingly. And for this, I do give thanks. All right. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it? And I'm going to go a slightly different way because yes, we are talking about forgiveness. But if the last couple of days have really upset you and you have thought things, said things, done things that you think are out of alignment with who you are, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Understand that those thoughts, feelings, and actions are stemming from a place of pain. They are stemming from a place of fear. They are stemming from a place of anger. Forgive yourself. Because that is the part of you that knows that you are not being treated right. Forgive yourself. That's the mission. And then take the understanding and go out and change the world. All right? That's the mission, should we choose to accept it today. So, the other part of the mission that I give you every day is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever it looks like. Big, small, does not matter. One of the things that I am definitely going to be doing for the next, rest of my life is to take a deep breath before I speak. Because that is loving and kind both to the person that I am speaking to and myself. But it's also about taking a nap, taking a walk, going and clearing your head. It is also about, in this moment of turmoil, if you happen to be one of the, millions in it, to make sure that you actively enjoy something, whatever that is, to engage all of your senses and enjoy it. Because whatever else we remember, what we want to remember is that heaven is a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness, and that is one of the ways that we can get there. So, we deserve our own love. We deserve our own kindness. We deserve our own compassion. And when we practice upon ourselves, we create a bank so that we can use it for other people. All right? So, that is the point of suggesting that practice every day. It is truly a spiritual practice. Trust me. Enjoying something is a spiritual practice. So, whatever else you do, please do something to engage your mind and your body. Please drink plenty of water. We're supposed to get a break in the weather here tomorrow. So, let's keep drinking that water. And then get that early in your day bright light to help reset your hormones. And open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It may be hard to see it, but in that case, we will take Emma's advice. We will look for the good and praise it, because there is good. There is good. And one of the best things ever for me was on Friday. My husband texted me and said, I just heard, are you okay? That is the good in my life. So, Oh, all right. I want you to have a great day, an amazing day, a magical day, an enchanting day, a wonderful day, a Sunday, a restful day, a get stuff done day, whatever kind of day you need to have, a forgiveness day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are, because you are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased, always and forever. You are also how God is represented in this world. Every single one of us, every living thing, is the face of God, and the beloved face of God. So, bear that in mind, and take it for the gift that it is. All right, beloveds. Catch us on the social medias. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center and Creative Life Spark. I am the Running Rev Ryan. The Running Rev Ryan might be a little radical for a little while. the Running Rev Ryan might be a lot radical for the rest of this time. So just giving you a heads up there. And take care of yourself. If you want to know what Creative Life is up to, email info@creativelife.org. Get on that constant contact. Those hot links work. That way you'll always know what's going on, even when we don't. When I don't. All right. I am going to go and eat breakfast so that I can get on to the amazing service that we are going to have for you at 11 a.m. Yeah, so we will be back with you at 11 a.m. on Facebook Live, and you can catch us later on YouTube. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. All right, beloveds. Know that you are loved. Absolutely, absolutely loved. And I will see you next time.